Up. Hey. Welcome, everybody, to another Ramble Radio.
But it's video.
Also radio. And that's also.
Hey, newsflash. Colton turned 12 today, and we had him kill the dog. He killed the dog. He's a man now. He's a man now. Yes,
Happy
he's a
birthday,
man.
Colton.
So,
look at that. Is he doing okay?
He's doing okay. He's fine. I mean, he's wearing the blood, on the face.
Good.
And
So he's extra.
We ate some of the heart, so.
Oh, go look at that.
It was a whole family thing.
So not only is he a man, but that's what? Good luck for 7 years, I think?
So, yes. That's exactly what it is. Good luck for 7 years.
What a 1-2 punch right there.
I know.
Man.
So, we get a dog amazing. On Saturday. He turns 12 on Thursday, and then he sacrifices on Friday.
Now, do you get a new, how do I put it? Are you going to get a new dog as in, hey, this is yours now, this one you can enjoy?
No.
Okay. All right.
He's a man now. He doesn't need to enjoy anything.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a damn good point. Look at that.
He gets joy from being a man.
That's right. And speaking of men and manly men, it's not just us. We are also being joined by the ghostwriter for Donald Trump's blog, Cody Villafana.
From the desk of Cody Villafana.
Desk of Cody Villafana.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Am I WGA now?
Yeah, I think you might be. I think. Very low blow calling the Kentucky Derby winner a junkie, by the way, Cody. That was a very low blow by you. But
I don't have limits.
You don't have limits.
Especially when you write for that guy, you can say whatever you want.
Oh my God, doors open.
It's a dream.
Shit. You say whatever.
There's no cancel culture with from the desk of Donald J. Trump.
No.
Nah, hell no. This Cody's just shooting from the heart. Straight. Now,
did you get in trouble with Twitter trying to get his other accounts back online? Was that I know you were trying to make accounts, and they kept getting pinged.
Wow.
Yeah, so we tried Donald Jr. to tweet from there, and it wasn't working. And it was always the plan was always to make the own social media network too, and we really wanted to make it look like a website from the '90s. Like that was
right.
A big thing for us. Like, we didn't want it to be fancy.
Well, that's Donald's heyday, the '90s, right?
It was. That was his sad peak.
Yeah,
that's where he peaked.
Man, god damn, amazing. So, I had a question, and due to not a statement, it's more of a statement. Due to technical limitations, we will not be announcing the Stall of Fame winners. So, you guys can still vote.
You motherfuckers don't deserve it either with your votes.
Wow. Ouch. From the desk of Cody Villafana.
Sorry, I was in Trump mode. I'm sorry.
Unplug from Trump mode, buddy. Come on.
Just always thinking. Cody's got it's his job, man. He's got a tweet from the heart of him. It's to Cody Cody's a method blogger, so it's rough. He gets into character.
It's on me. I'm sorry.
Hard to reemerge. It's
so next week we'll be announcing the winners.
Yes, so we'll announce the winners next week. So vote. Pretty please vote. Get those votes in, and here we are, rocking and rolling. Another Ramble. Been motherfucking radio. Been playing.
Now I have a question for Cody.
Yes.
Which I know you already had Hunter tattooed on your back. Are you going with Wrecker or Tech? As far as Bad Batch tattoos.
Yeah, man.
I'm just getting the whole batch. You're
getting the whole batch. The whole
batch.
Okay.
Well, is it?
That's cool.
I heard that what you wanted to do, Cody, was on the inside of your left thigh was all the Bad Batch in uniform, and then the inside of the right thigh was all of them unmasked.
That's a great idea.
That's
and then sort of doing it in like the Queen Bohemian Rhapsody kind of look too.
That's cool.
Just to make it, relevant. But.
That's good. You know what? I'm not happy with the show. We haven't seen the second episode yet.
Okay.
But No, it's not out. It's technically
it came out. They released three. No, they released an episode on Thursday night too. They did May 4th. They did the first one. It was like an hour long. Then they did a half hour on Thursday.
So there's another one already? I fucking missed.
There's 2 episodes out.
Shit.
There's the first one that came out May 4th, which was the hour premiere, and then Thursday they did the regular midnight release.
So next third
Friday,
episode will be Thursday night.
Yeah.
Thursday midnight. Oh, okay, thank you. I don't like that they made my favorite one the villain. That hurt my feelings about that first one.
Sharpshooter?
The sharpshooter. He was my favorite one, and they up and made him the bad guy.
He might come back around. You don't know. He might.
They're hinting that it's not all his own thoughts, right? They're hinting that he's being forward. They even show it.
Well, he's got the chip still in his head.
Still got the
as
chip.
The clones, and they what they did is they supercharged it to sort of get him to go completely.
Yes,
because he's the only one I think during the Order 66 had a little bit. We're supposed to kill him.
Like, let's go kill him. Let's go kill him. Now, do we know who the person that Hunter was going to go see is yet or not?
Yes, it's in episode 2. It's the clone. You met him in Clone Wars. He was one of the clones that went AWOL and had a farm with farm. He had little kids, and he married the Twi'lek.
That's right. Yes,
That's who they go see.
Nice. Because to kind of get an idea of purpose, because that guy kind of found his purpose.
Yeah, that's what they're trying. We know somebody who's done this before. What do we do now? Because now that we can't be in the. But there's been some. I didn't know what from this show, so I was kind of going in kind of blind. It's interesting to watch that trend because not a lot has been done with that period of time with the fall of the Republic and the birth of the Empire. That little moment in time. So it's interesting to see it through the eyes of these clones.
Yeah. Now, is each one an hour?
No, second one was a half hour. I think it was just that premiere episode was an hour.
Okay.
So I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know how good it's gonna end up being. It's not one of my favorite Star Wars things of all time, but I'm enjoying it.
How many are we doing? Does this go right into Loki?
I heard there's 16 episodes. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true or not.
Wow, man.
I really don't know. I heard somewhere it was 16.
But
maybe not. Because Loki is coming out June 11th, I think.
Yeah, man, that's we ain't that.
That's what I'm really waiting for. Really excited.
I'm checking now here.
The Bad Batch.
I don't know if it's 16 or not. It's interesting.
16 episodes.
16 episodes. So it's almost like a full Clone Wars season, kind of.
Wow, man. So this is going to be happening while Loki's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they push Loki to Wednesdays.
I bet. So they don't have 2 premiering at midnight.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we're not going to get any sleep in June, buddy.
I know.
On Wednesdays and Thursdays.
But Loki's another short one.
Is it 6?
Just 6 episodes.
6? Man.
Yeah.
But then we got right after the heels of that, you got Black Widow coming out in July.
July. Knock on wood. We got to find a way to sneak me into a theater, Eddie, for that. Hopefully, chemo will be done.
I don't think Andre's let you do that.
I went to a theater for a new movie for the first time this week.
How was it?
It was great. It was me and 3 other people in the biggest auditorium.
Amazing.
There.
Did y'all rent it, or was it just those are the only ones that went?
This was a public screening. It was the new Guy Ritchie movie, Wrath of
How
Man.
is that?
It sucked.
That did it. So it has none of his touch to it whatsoever.
None,
it's just
nothing. It's entirely straightforward, very serious revenge movie. And like if it's Guy Ritchie and it's not like funny or sarcastic or has weird characters, what's the point?
Because it's not a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah,
That's
even
weird.
one with McConaughey wasn't half bad.
Oh, that movie's great.
I like that one. The Gentleman. That was a good one. That was his last one. Was that or Aladdin? What was his last one? That one I don't remember.
It was The Gentleman.
Yeah, that was good. I really liked that.
I liked it.
That was a fun movie. And his Aladdin, I think, and I don't know if it's because of him or because at least Will Smith was able to be different. I thought it was the only decent of the live-action Disney movies that they've done. Because it's the only one that's not a shot-for-shot remake. You know what I mean? Like, it's the only one that's not, why am I not just watching the cartoon? Because at least, but I don't know if that's Guy Ritchie or just because Will Smith was able to be different with the genie, But.
Yeah, I don't know. I think all of those live-action movies have been pretty bad.
Yeah, I'd say that was the best one, though. Like, I think that was the better of all of them, was that one, just because it, at least he brought something to, but yeah, Gentleman was really good. I was excited about this one. And then, if his name wasn't on it, you'd have no idea it was a Guy Ritchie movie.
You'd have no clue. No clue.
God, that's a bummer. Because why do that? If you're going to try to branch out and be different, maybe make a completely different kind of film. You know what I mean? Like pull a George Miller and do Happy Feet after Mad Max or whatever.
Well, that's what makes The Gentleman great is that you watch The Gentleman and for the first time since Snatch, you're like, oh shit, it's Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie, yeah. It's because I even will apologize for Rock and Rolla. I liked Rock and Rolla too. I thought Rock and Rolla was fun. Did you ever see that one, Eddie?
Mm-mm.
Did you ever see Rock and Rolla, Cody?
I think I saw it.
I didn't.
Oh man, Rock and Rolla. That's a fun one, man.
Who's in that? Who's in it?
Isn't that Gerard Butler?
Gerard Butler's the main guy. Gerard Butler's, and that's another. It's just there's this one. The sequence with the two Russian guys alone is worth the price of admission. They're just like these unkillable Russian hitmen, and it's very, like a guy. Yeah, it's a bummer because Guy Ritchie always reminded me of like a type of a Robert Rodriguez type, right? Where it's just fun, weird ass action.
Yeah,
like that's.
It looks like he has fun with the camera when he's making an action sequence.
Right. Like it's just like, oh shit, let's do this, let's do that. Yeah. That's a bummer. And it's Jason Statham is no revelation in this. He's just kind of going through the motions as a badass. And that's it.
I don't understand the appeal there. I really don't. I don't get it.
He can do karate.
He was good once ever, and it was in Spy. The Melissa McCarthy movie.
That was good. That was a good one.
Great in that movie.
That was an underrated. That one and MacGruber are like the
Crank?
two most. Crank, the transporter. That was so dumb. The transporter was so stupid.
MacGruber is one of the greatest comedies of all time.
I really think
that's
Spy,
one of the funniest movies ever made.
Spy is another criminally underrated because MacGruber's criminally underrated. But I think Spy is not as good as MacGruber, but it's criminally underrated. I thought Spy I thought was really funny.
It's basically Jason Statham making fun of himself.
Yes.
Like in the purest form, and it's so great.
So good. Yeah, Spy was on. I kind of wished he'd have done more just pure comedy after that because it was like he's really good at this. Like it was like that, when you see not a comedic actor do really like Leslie Nielsen in Airplane. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
It was sort of his turn from like when De Niro started doing like Analyze This. It's like when De Niro started making fun of himself. Meet the Parents.
Yep.
That was Statham's turn to go down that road, and he chose not.
Right, he didn't do it. It's just, oh man, and that was still the bet. Like that fucking Analyze This. That was I don't know if anything has ever been a just that transition. Just because he's De Niro, but the way they just do that much to make it funny. You know what I mean? Like, just the whole "you're good," I still die laughing. Yes, you walk. When he gets mad, yes, you walk.
Yes, you walk. Yes, you walk.
That's just it's perfect. Because he's not, there's no difference between him and the Goodfellas character.
No.
Because of
it's the context of what that character's in.
Context, now it's a
That's
comedy.
the only thing that changed.
So
that's like Leslie Nielsen in Airplane or Naked Gun. It's like, that's a straight man, and it's just whatever context you put him in, that's the comedy.
I mean, in Airplane, it's amazing. Yes, I'm a doctor with the stethoscope. It's so stupid.
He's got a woman up in stirrups in the middle of the airplane, like he's giving birth. He's like, "Yes, ma'am. Are you a doctor? I'm a doctor." He's got
and then like, it's all everything about him is a straight man in Airplane until the woman freaks out, and I love how he gives her the cheap shot when he's walking away.
He goes back.
He shakes her, slaps her, and as he's walking away, he gives her a cheap shot backhand. Oh, God. Fucking unbelievable. So, man, are we going to have to do a live ramble when the sport of boxing is forever bastardized with this Floyd Mayweather-Paul shit? Jesus. Are we going to have to just watch boxing?
Is there anything Mayweather won't do for money?
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Like, is the next video literally going to be a gang bus? Like, he's just a gangbang bus where he's just taking 100 dicks for $100 million.
He's not even fighting the Paul brother who's like won a bunch of
boxing
He's
not
matches.
even fighting. Yeah, God.
He's fighting, and of course that's typical Floyd Mayweather to like never take a match that he's never. I mean, not that Jake Paul could beat Mayweather anyway.
Right. But he'll pick the weaker boxer of the two.
He never wants to lose. He's never going to lose.
He's never going to lose.
He said that he would fight them both in the same night.
Yes,
and I would like to see. I would
see that. I'd want that one. I'd want. Yeah, that I watch. That I would. I mean, I don't
like a gauntlet match. Like he beats one, the other one comes running out.
I think that's what he's saying. Like that movie with James Woods and Louis Gossett Jr. Like Digstown or whatever. Like I think that's what it was going to be. Like that would be interesting. The other one is the What's his face?
He should do a Digstown, but with all YouTube celebrities.
With all YouTube, just beats the fuck out of YouTube.
And they just keep coming into the ring until like...
So he's down to some 7-year-old who opens up who unboxes Nintendo Switches as he fucks up at the end.
Some dad and a 5-year-old that do unboxing videos.
I mean, did you hear about how the Jake Paul now Usman from UFC is looking? I mean, he
does not want any of that.
That would be the most embarrassing. Like, who would watch that? You would just watch Paul get murdered. You just tune in to watch that guy get thrown out of the fucking ring.
Well, that's what Canelo had said last week. He's like, they're going to get killed. Like
because they're going to keep pushing this. And yes, he's not.
Eventually, they're going to land on actual boxers instead of Nate Robinson.
Yeah, and who the other and Ben Askren, who was clearly paid to take that dive. Like, it was just, I mean, Mike, because you saw the footage of Askren in UFC taking like 8 punches and elbows over and over, and he's still grappling with the guy, but Paul grabs him once and he just stop.
Yeah, but one Jake Paul punch to the temple.
One Jake Paul punch and he's out. Yeah,
I mean, I guess that's how much money is your pride worth at that point.
That's what it is. If you don't give a shit, if you're like, I'm not going to do this again, I'll take $1 million. Why not? You know, like. But dude, Canelo's not. I mean, you watch the highlights of that Canelo fight. You're like, dude, if any of those guys go up, they're dead. Like it would be dead bodies, just brutal.
Yeah. One of those guys, they're going to get in the ring with the wrong person one time, and the guy's going to make an example out of him.
And it's just going to be like, okay, motherfucker, you want to be cute? Okay, this is not cute. This isn't fucking.
He'll go in thinking he's paid the guy off to take a dive.
Yep,
and the guy's like, fuck it.
No.
And he's going to Bruce Willis him in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, it's going to fucking happen, dude. Ooh, that's going to be ugly, man. Well, I'm sorry. It's a good one.
It was a good one too. Skeletor. Have you ever thrown down a challenge to anyone there on Eternia to see if they can best you in, say, any sort of competition, boxing, arm wrestling, fencing, something where you've thrown out an open challenge to somebody?
Andy, that's a wonderful question. I'm so glad to answer it, and I'm happy that you asked me. Yes. The answer is fuck yes, and I'm fucking undefeated. Nobody has ever. Arm wrestling. It was now my last arm wrestling tournament was a mix. It was a Make-A-Wish, and we took dying children, and they got to arm wrestle me, and I dominated each and every one of them, and a few of them were lucky enough to be put out of their misery during the match itself. Now that was great. I don't know if you guys play pickleball over there. It's like a form of tennis. I'm a 10 years in a row pickleball champion. And the most fun challenge, though, I guess, I'm a sporting man, Eddie. I like them all. But I do like to take Boy and Girl Scouts, and I see which of the troops. You have 5 days to find your way out of He-Man's mother's pussy. I stick them all in that gaping vagina, and I make them all find their way out. Some have died. I'm not gonna lie. You'll see some Weeblo Scout corpses if you look hard enough, because some kids couldn't make it because it's that fucking big.
Jesus Christ. Here we go. Okay.
I'm on vacation, trying to just enjoy myself.
I know. And now
we have that.
Boy Scouts are dying inside a woman's vagina, apparently.
Yeah, which is not even possible. I mean, it's just not.
Oh, okay. Is that Cody Viafania, the MIT graduate, who's telling me what's possible with science or not? I was fucking there.
All right. He's pulling that, Cody. He's pulling the I was there card. Like that.
Yeah, and what college did he go to?
Right, exactly.
I went to the School of Hard Knocks on Bad Street, USA, baby.
Okay, so now he's one of the Freebirds.
Now he's a Freebird.
Now he's a Freebird.
Bad Street, USA. Okay. Cody, I'm sorry, but
That's fine. Send us on Cody on Twitter. Send us on podcast. We've got reviews this week. So if you're thinking about seeing the new Saw movie or anything else out in theaters,
tune in to Cody first,
and we'll let you know.
He shan't stray you wrong. He won't do it. Eddie?
5 days a week, patreon.com, the Ralph Report, and then Mondays or Tuesdays, Fridays, we got Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, we got Ramble. Thursdays, occasionally, we got Good Willow Hunting.
Look at that. Look at that, huh? You can see me every Monday as a smug nerd on my social media. With Eddie is my director. And eventually, I'm going to get, once I'm through all this chemo shit, feeling better, I'll be back to twitching, twitch.tv/Retro Rocha, 8:30 p.m. Pacific, Monday through Saturday. And back on YouTube as well, putting videos, talking video games. So thank you all for tuning in. You know where to find us. We appreciate it. We love you all. Stay safe, the lot of yous. We'll see you next week. Get those votes in. We'll have a Stall of Fame, baby. We're going to get back on that, too. So we love you guys. Take care. Stay safe, everybody.